back. Today we will be starting the physics chapter 1, that is light, reflection and refraction. Now before learning this phenomenon, like what is light, what is reflection, what is refraction, let's understand something. Now see, can you see anything in a dark room where there is no light? Of course no, you cannot see anything in a dark room. Now if we light one candle over there, you will be able to see the candle and also the other objects in that room. Now why? Because see, light is emitted by the candle. Now see, if this is the candle, okay, let's take one fan over here. Okay, let's take one fan over here. See, and you are the person. Now this light from the candle, you can see these lights, and when this light will strike the fan, it will be reflected back to your eyes like this. So first thing, that light will create its own image, and the second one, when the light from the candle will strike the other objects of that room, so it will be reflected back to your eyes, and this is how you can see anything in a room. Now see, luminous objects, objects producing their own light. So in this case the candle is the luminous objects. जो ऑब्जेक्ट जिनकी खुद की लाइट होती है, जो लाइट एमिट कर रहे हैं, they are known as luminous object. Like sun is the luminous object. Then non-luminous objects, objects not having their own light. Now in this case, fan is the non-luminous object because it is not having its own light. The light from the candle is striking it and then reflected back to your eyes. So if you can see, moon is also not a luminous object because the light from the sun is striking over the moon and then reflected. So moon is also not a luminous object. And when anything you can see is, जब कोई भी लाइट उस ऑब्जेक्ट को स्ट्राइक कर रही है, then it is reflected back. Now what is light? So light is an electromagnetic wave which possesses energy and produces sensation of vision. So light जो है वो एक electromagnetic wave है, वो एक wave है जो जिसके पास एनर्जी है और जिसकी वजह से हम देख सकते हैं. See, in the previous case what we discussed, that the light was emitted by the candle and then it was striking the fan and then reflected back to your eyes. So when it is reflected back to your eyes, the image of the fan is formed at your retina, and then from there optic nerves carry those signals to the brain, and then brain understands that yes, this is the image of a fan. Now the facts about light. So light can travel in vacuum also. Okay, travel in vacuum. Now this is the only reason that why the light from the sun can reach the earth. So see, in the space also vacuum is there, so the light from the sun is coming to the earth. Now the next one is the light rays. They travel in a straight line. They are not bending anywhere or they are not curving anywhere. Now when a bundle of rays of light are coming, then it is known as a beam of light. Bundle of rays is known as beam of light. Okay, when the rays are coming parallel, when the rays are coming parallel, then it is known as parallel beam. Now when these rays are coming and then meeting in a point, okay, then it is known as, see, meeting at a point, then it is known as converging beam. Converging beam. Now when these rays are appeared that they are emerging from a point, emerging from a point, then they are known as divergent beam. Divergent beam. See, bundle of rays. See, this is one ray. This is a ray of light. Then, when parallel rays are coming, then this is called parallel beam. When the rays are coming and then they are meeting at a point, let's say O, then it is known as converging beam. And when they are emerging from a point, if they are emerging from a point I, then it is known as divergent beam. Why divergent beam? Because it is emerging from a point and then they are separating, they are not meeting anywhere. Now the next one is a highly polished surface. एक कोई surface है जो कि highly polished है, then it is a good reflector of light. Yes, a transparent medium is a good transmitter of light, means the light can pass through it, and a polished surface is a good reflector of light. Now next one is the speed of light in vacuum. The speed of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is the speed of light in vacuum. Now this speed of light is not same in all the medium. It keeps on changing according to their refractive index. Now remember one thing. Transparent medium, they allow light to pass through it completely, like air, water or glass. Then translucent medium. Translucent medium don't allow the light to pass it completely. It passes through them partially, like you have got the butter paper. Next one is opaque. Opaque are those substances that do not allow light to pass through them, like wood is there, paper is there, and many. Now let's come to the first phenomenon of light. First one is reflection of light. Phenomenon of bouncing back of light after striking any surface. See, when the light bounces back to the same medium, when the ray of light is striking on a surface and then again going back to the same medium, then it is known as bouncing back of light. See, like this. See, if this is a plane mirror, a ray of light is coming like this. It is incident over here, and then again going to its own medium. Then this is known as the reflection. Now, if we draw a perpendicular over here, then this is known as N, normal. The angle of incident ray with the normal is known as angle of incidence, and the angle of reflected ray with the normal is known as angle of reflection, and this surface is known as MN. Now what is a plane mirror? So plane mirror is a glass sheet of one which side is polished with silver metal. Now why only silver metal? Only silver metal because it is a good reflector of light. And on back of that a red paint is done so that this cannot be eroded. See, if light is coming from here, it is incident and then going again back to its medium. Is it clear? समझ में आ रही है बात? Then now laws of reflection. So the first law is that incident ray, normal and reflected ray. Reflected ray all lie on same plane. All lie on same plane. Okay, this incident ray, normal and the reflected ray, they all lie on a same plane. Then the next law is that angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. So this angle, the angle of incidence, the angle made by incident ray and the normal is equal to the angle of reflection, that is the angle made by reflected ray and the normal. Now there are special cases too where the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection are 0. If this is a plane surface and the angle of incidence is perpendicular coming, it is coming perpendicular, then again it will go back. Means if angle of incidence is 0, then the angle of reflection is also 0. If it is coming on right angle, then if this is a normal, in the center we have drawn a normal and the incident rays also coming along this path, then the angle made by the normal and the incident ray is 0. Now see, if a question is given like this is a plane surface, this is normal, and the incident ray is making 30 degree with the plane surface. Okay, this angle is 30 degree and the angle of incidence is not given. Then how we will find? We know that normal makes right angle, means 90 degree with the surface. So see over here, this is I, N and M. This is O. So angle MOI plus angle ION is equals to angle MON. Now what is the value of angle MOI? It is 30 degree plus angle ION is equals to, now what is the angle of normal? 90. So angle ION is equals to 90 degree minus 30 degree. So what we will get is angle ION is equals to 60 degree. Now we have got that what is the angle of incidence. So angle of incidence is 60 degree. Now since angle of incidence is 60 degree, so angle of reflection will also be 60 degree. Is it clear? Now object and image. So object is one which we are looking. Okay. Now image is divided into two categories. First is real image. Image formed by converging of rays at a point. Let's take the example of a spherical mirror. So see, this is a concave mirror. Okay, this is a concave mirror. a ray is coming like this, is going over here. Then a ray is coming like this. If here is an object, it is going over here. So this particular point is the image. अभी कैसे क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे रिफ्लेक्शन, दैट आई विल टेल यू इन द नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द वीडियो, बट दिस इज जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड what is the real image. So real image is formed where the reflected rays actually meet in front of the mirror, and they can be obtained on a screen, on a surface, if we place it on a distance. Like if a screen is placed over here, then we can obtain the image of a particular object. Now virtual images वहाँ बनती हैं जहाँ से, जिस point से जो reflected rays हैं वो diverge हो रही हैं. Let's take the example of a concave mirror, convex mirror. This is the polished surface. A ray is coming to the normal. It will come back. Okay. If a parallel ray is coming like this, it will strike and then reflect back. So what we can see is that this one reflected ray and this reflected ray are not meeting anywhere. But if we extend it at the back of the mirror, we can obtain the image over here. How is this functioning? I will explain you in the next video. But just to clear that what is a virtual image. So the virtual image that is not obtained on the screen, it is formed behind the mirror, is known as a virtual image. If we place a screen behind the mirror, then too we cannot obtain the image. Okay, so this much is clear. So in this video I just wanted to explain you this much only, and in the next videos I'll start with the formation of image by particular type of mirrors. So if you like the video and understood the concept, then kindly click on the thumbs up button and click the subscribe button for more videos like this.